Hello and welcome to Waterloo, Iowa. The Saints taking on Marquette Catholic at the home of the Waterloo Bucks here at Riverfront Stadium in Waterloo. We're just getting started with this one. I'm still working on my camera stuff here. Got my PTZ camera, which is essentially remote controlled. However, I don't have my network set up here to properly control it. So I may be playing with that here. Channel Genius with a boy named Mo. Kirby Mose is joining us. I get a lot of great comments. Thanks for being here, Kirby. He doesn't have his headset on yet. He's still putting some lineups in, but he'll be here momentarily. We're doing lineups here for each of the two teams. I have a decent internet connection, so we'll take advantage of that and stream this one here in 1080p. And I believe we have a scorekeeper in Scott Winia today, but I haven't confirmed that's true, so we're going to take a look and see what happens here.
Your attention, please. Would you please rise for the playing of our national anthem, the Stars Spangled Banner.
All right, time to play a ball here. St. Ansgar Saints, Marquette Catholic Defenders. And a little bit of Baby Shark. Let's take a quick commercial break. We'll be back right after this. All right, great timing. We are live here. Marquette Catholic Defenders.
High noon. Just like the gunfight at OK Corral. High noon.
See if we can get our focus set here. little tough with that net there. So we're gonna play around here with some things. One of the things I was hoping to play around with, Kirby, was to understand how to get through a net with the focal point here on this camera. So apologies if that's bothering you. We're gonna work on that, see if we can get that figured out today. Up to bat.
Ball one outside. We're behind home plate tonight in the shade, but it's still a warm day.
Saints, the visiting team, hitting first.
Guys got good zip on the ball.
Yeah, that's a great point. I got my
One
zipometer here. Let's see if this thing can tell us what's going on.
Anthony batting second for us today. As usual, our lineup hasn't changed much.
No.
Ooh.
Now batting number 16, Anthony Schnabel.
We got one down. Second batter of the inning, Anthony Schnabel, playing center as usual, and he's got one in the hole to short.
Oh, great job by Schnabel. Finds his way safely onto first base. The pitchometer says that was 82 miles an hour. You believe that?
Yeah, I do. Give Anthony a hit on that one, deep in the hole, and he beat it out. Jace playing short today, batting third.
If you're looking for a girls' game, apologies. We're having some technical difficulties in St. Ansgar today with the internet.
The girls are home today.
They are. Yep, they're playing a doubleheader versus.
I heard Sumner.
Yep, you got it. Sumner Fredericksburg.
High in the air. Right off the railing of the dugout.
78 miles per hour on that one. I like this spot. We got some shade here.
Runner on first, 0-1 count on Jace. Anthony diving back, safe at first. How you doing with that through the screen?
So we're just kind of hold it here, similar to what we did last night. Of course, we got the screen in the way a little bit, but that's. Oof. Not sure if you caught that one, but I feel like that throw was a little bit behind Schnabel, almost like they tagged a
Got a foot, I think.
foot or something. Yeah, keep the foot down.
Two
and make it
down.
safe there.
2-6 on the put out. 1-1 the count on Jace.
Oh boy,
Ooh.
that's going to work favorably for Marquette. And what would
Line
have
shot off the pitcher's foot.
would have surely gone through the infield, and he would have found his way on base on that one off the pitcher's foot. To first base, scoop to the pitcher for out number 3 in this one.
One hit, no runs. Ended up 3 up, 3 down, but we had a hit, and that was on its way to center, kind of like a hockey goalie.
We will be back right after this.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by St. Ansgar Chiropractic.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe. Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe, buying crop insurance was hard. There's a better way to buy crop insurance. You got to get to know Joe.
The worst place to watch a game is under the bleachers, said a wise fellow named Seymour Butts. With local schools going cashless entry only, you don't want to end up on the outside looking in because you weren't able to buy a ticket. When you add an FSB debit card to your mobile wallet, you'll have an easy, secure way to buy your ticket online or at the gate. So take it from Seymour and stop by FSB today.
Since 1983, Johnson Oil has been delivering more than fuel. We've been delivering a peace of mind.
Thank you, Johnson Oil in Osage, for your generous contributions to keep Saints TV free to watch.
Number 16, shortstop, leading off for Marquette.
Mason Beelan on the mound for these Saints. Based on the gear, that's Landon Yinger behind the plate. Often hard to tell who's catching because everything is covered, the numbers, the face. But I know that Yinger's got a little different gear that he uses. So at first base, we have who is at first base?
Colton. Oh, throw the thing.
Number 12, Colton Winia on first base. Porter the quarter, as we saw at second. Jace at shortstop. And, of course, Gus at third base. Out in left field then with Colton on first. What do you got there?
Riker. Riker's out in left.
Riker's out in left. So we got Riker playing some defense today. Fantastic. Schnabel in center, and I assume Joe in right field.
Yeah. Second baseman's up. What did you get for their mascot?
I'm still trying to get the Defenders.
Defenders.
Yep. So I'm still looking up to get the names here. We had
we got curveball in the dirt.
He's around in second hard.
Oh, yeah. It made the grass. Foul ball. 1-1 the count. We got Landon Yinger catching today. Seth caught last night. It was pretty hot and humid last night. So
oh, boy.
Giving Seth the morning off here after a night-day game, which is kind of common. Catchers take kind of a beating back there. Pretty
up to bat
hot with all that extra gear.
Chase Templeton, sophomore, up to bat. He's got 13 hits, all for singles so far this year. Chase is sporting a .255 average with a .418 on-base percentage. He's played in 23 games, started 21 of them.
A double
Great
play. A little looping liner to short, and the base runner caught off the bag.
Templeton made it easy on that one, hitting right to Suisaw, who catches the ball and Tags runner out as he's trying to find his way safely back to second. So 2 outs in this one. Score 0-0 if you're just joining us. 1, 2, 3 outs. I take it back. We had
fly ball to center. Anthony on the catch. 3 up, 3 down. Same thing with the Saints. Each team getting a hit, but we were throwing out stealing, and they were doubled up on a line drive.
so far 0-0. Top of 2 coming right up after this. Don't go anywhere.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe. Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe, buying crop insurance was hard. There's a better way to buy crop insurance. You got to get to know Joe.
The worst place to watch a game is under the bleachers, said a wise fellow named Seymour Butts. With local schools going cashless entry only, you don't want to end up on the outside looking in because you weren't able to buy a ticket. When you add an FSB debit card to your mobile wallet, you'll have an easy, secure way to buy your ticket online or at the gate. So take it from Seymour and stop by FSB today.
Since 1983, Johnson Oil has been delivering more than fuel. We've been delivering a peace of mind. We know every customer has unique needs, and we're here to meet them with the level of care and attention you won't find anywhere else. We're proud to support the communities we serve and to support lasting relationships built on trust, reliability, and service you can depend on.
All right, we're back. Batting for St. Ansgar, playing left field this afternoon. Riker Hoffman, senior, St. Senior.
On to the count. Nice pitch there in the outside corner. I don't think we could reach that one.
Now batting number 4, Jackson Room.
I think the Saints batters need to be ready to swing getting up there. This guy is right around the plate. Not like last night when we had 11 or 12 walks.
Oh, my goodness.
So,
yeah, you're still getting to learn the umpire here, right, as you're kind of getting this thing started. Jackson Room up to bat here for these Saints. On the mound for these defenders is number 28, Cal Boniface, a junior. Started 6 games. He's 3-2. 1-2 is the count. Thank you, Scott Winnie, for running the scoreboard today. I assume it's Scott. We got a couple guys that run it, and they just kind of make sure that's taken care of.
high and away, 2-2 the count. Do you have the defender's record?
Yeah, I believe it's 18-4, but let me double check that. Yeah, they're a good team.
Pretty similar to us, I think.
We're 15-3. Yeah, I think they dropped the last couple games as I was looking at the last 5.
Full count.
So I'm sure they'd like to get back on track here today. Room is going to send that one foul.
Foul down the line. Got to run those out. Never know. Could hit a little pebble and bounce fair or something. Grounder to second. About a 3-hopper, 4-3. We got 2 down. Catcher Landon Yinger up.
82 miles per hour on that one.
Inside, ball one.
Younger, just a 9th grader. Did a good job for filling in for shots early in the season. After shots got hit by a ball, got injured. Yeager's got a 286 average, a 400 on base percentage. 2 hits, both for singles.
High fastball we didn't catch up with. 3 up, 3 down.
This one going fast. Saints 0, Marquette Defenders 0. We'll be right back.
Focus Insurance Team, safeguarding our neighbors in northern Iowa and southern Minnesota from risk.
Number 4 hitter, catcher, leading off the bottom of the second.
That hitter's number 34, Jack Kirk, a sophomore. Started 23 games. He's got 19 hits, 15 singles, 3 doubles, and a triple on the season.
Ground ball to short. Ooh, kind of a bad hop. Made it close.
Tough hop for Jace Sweesaw.
First baseman's up to bat now, number 29, batting 5th.
Camden Weber in to run for the catcher. He's got 4 stolen bases on the year on 4 attempts.
Couple runners on. We got a hit by pitch.
Now batting number 9, Connor.
Justin Severson is the batter that just gets hit by a pitch, and that brings up number 9,
Center fielder.
Lewis Goner. 16 singles and a double so far on the year. Gunner's got a 254 average, 342 on base percentage. Looks to bunt. That one goes foul.
Trying to get him over to second and third. Nobody down. Hopefully we're looking to get an out here.
Chat's open, so if you don't you don't hear things well, or you can't see things well, or just want to cheer on your fans or cheer on your kids, as Emily Nolan May does. Go Saints, says Emily. Thanks for chiming in. If you're looking for a girls softball game, unfortunately we had some technical difficulties in St. Ansgar today. Maybe having to do with the rain, I'm not sure. Great stretch by Colton Winia to get the out there on first. It's a good bunt. That one was close. Runners advance, which was
Now batting number 4, Peyton Meyer.
obviously the job of Goner there, was get those runners advance. That brings up number 4, Peyton Myers, sophomore. A lot of youth on this team, Kirby.
Yeah, seems like every game we're going to, the young guys.
It feels like it. Meyer, just a sophomore, but he's got a home run to his stat line. He's got 8 singles, 2 doubles, and a homer. According to our friends at Bound, I'm not sure when it was last updated. They may have played last night, and there's some stats not in there yet. That's
what do you got? 335 down left. I think it's 370 in straightaway center.
Great pitch by Mason Beelan. 1 out here, bottom of second. 2 runners in scoring position here for these defenders.
0-2 the count. Strikeout would work good here. Got 1 out.
Oh, wow.
Nice dive there by Gus at third. Throws the guy out at first, so we got 2 down. 1 run did come in. 1 run won't hurt you.
No, and I heard some screams from the dugout saying 4-4-4, and I thought to myself, I think Gus did the right thing. Let's just go get the out at first.
1 run won't hurt you, because if you don't get any,
you can't win without any runs anyway, right?
So early in the game, stopped the big inning. And we got a chance to do that. We got 2 down. Runner on third, 1-0 the count.
Cal Boniface, a junior.
Pitcher's up to bat.
That's going to be a good spot for that.
Single to left.
Severson scores on that one.
Now batting number 8, Brody Sullivan.
Number 22 going in as courtesy runner for the pitcher.
Number 22 is Cameron Gerlach, a junior.
Number 8, third baseman. Up to bat, number 9 hitter.
Gerlach, 1 stolen base on 2 attempts.
Nice pitch. Outside corner. Gerlach, that's a St. Ansgar name. You never know. Could be a relative. There's another right through the hole between short and third. Ooh.
That was a great idea. If executed, would have been an out on second base. Porter unable to make the catch, and the runner, who was caught a little off guard, finds his way safely onto second base. At the bat, number 16, Jackson Leach, a sophomore.
Leadoff hitter started with the base hit, but then got doubled up on that line drive. Foul down the line.
"15 hits, 12 doubles, 1 single, and 2 home runs. Not bad for a sophomore. We talked last night about the number of home runs by some of these teams, and it just, It really matters what your home field looks
Oh,
like.
yeah.
You play half the games on a short field, you're going to see some decent home run stats. The Saints play on a large field. We rarely see any home runs on that field.
Yeah, the dimensions at Saints Field aren't too much off of Wrigley Field in Chicago. We're a little shorter, but not by too much.
We got that high wall in left field.
Curveball in the dirt.
Ninger has a hard time getting a hold of that one, and both base runners advance. So now with 2 outs here, we've got runners on second and third base. 2-1 is the count. Jackson Leach with a 3-1 count. 2 runners in scoring position with 2 outs. They'll be running.
Little high, ball 4. Bases will be loaded. 2 down.
Now batting number 6, Chase Templeton.
Chase Templeton, sophomore, up to bat here.
Hit the looping liner that we got a double play out of in the first inning.
That one's 70 miles per hour by Beeland. Coach is going to visit the mound here, and if we hear music, I'm going to mute it. Now we're hearing music. I'm going to mute this for right now. I want to play around with the camera settings so we can stay live on this without getting trademark music in the broadcast. So it's going to go quiet for a moment while I play with the camera settings during this visit. All right, we're back.
2-0 the count.
Play with this zoom here a little bit. I don't
need to come in with the strike here. There's a good one on the outside corner. 2-1. 2 down, bases full. Defenders have scored twice here in the second inning. They've got a 2-0 lead. Here's a little blooper that Colton snags for us. It was a foul ball, but got us out of the inning.
Your job, Colton Winia, to get us out of that one.
Two hits, 2 runs for the defenders.
It's a lot of fun playing in this field. We've had some great moments here, that's for sure. Get some camera settings set up here so we can bring the best broadcast possible. And we're going to be right back after this message, so don't go anywhere.
It's Saints TV's goal to bring the game to those who are unable to cheer from the stands. Watching the stream is free. Creating it is not. Please consider donating to our cause through our donation partner, Give Butter. 100% of your donation goes directly to the St. Ansgar school system, where it is used for the education of our students, the equipment used to create these streams, and the athletic department so that our students can keep competing in the sports that are near to their hearts. Thank you for supporting St. Ansgar, and thank you for giving Butter.
This broadcast is made possible thanks to the generous contributions of the advertisers you see here, as well as the Foundation for the Enhancement of Mitchell County and the Saints Legacy Fund.
Up to bat, number 25, Porter, the quarters. We saw top of third, St. Ansgar Saints and Marquette defenders. Here at Riverfront Stadium in Waterloo, Iowa, home of the Waterloo Bucks. If you're just joining us, Saints and Marquette, both really quick first inning. 4 batters, 3 outs, no runs. And then second inning, St. Ansgar held scoreless while Marquette scores 2.
Ground ball to third. High throw, but the first baseman brings her down. 1 down. Mason Beeland up, pitching for us today. Colton Winnie on deck. We got 7, 8, 9 for the Saints this inning. One and one on Mason. Got a base runner. Mason hit by pitch. And I'm sure we'll have a courtesy runner coming. Number 27. Kane Dietrich, courtesy run for Mason. Nice stop by the catcher. Late night game for the Saints last night. We don't have any updated stats from last night, but I'm pretty sure Colton's about a 250 hitter for us. His on base is pretty close to 500. Keeping Kane close at first. Colton tried to lay one down and fouled her off. 1-1 the count, 1 down.
Go back to that stat. We'll go to the I'll call the official stats, which aren't necessarily updated, but is what is on bound right now, and that's what we're using.
Big hopper. Gonna go to first.
Base runner advances.
Now batting number 15, Gus.
Took an awfully large hop. Must be kind of hard by home plate.
Catcher talking to the pitcher out there. See if we can get through this. Come on, get through the fence. There we go, there we go. Oof.
Outside corner. That 2 wide, 1-1, 2 down. Outfielders aren't playing real deep. Not as deep as what the Saints outfielders have been.
Ooh. Gus Walker looking to do something here. He's got 15 singles and a double so far this year.
1 and 2 the count, 2 down. Right to the right fielder.
So they certainly knew something on that, Kirby. You talked about they were playing pretty shallow, and by golly, he's exactly where that hit goes. And that's it for the top of 3. We're going to be right back after this with the bottom of 3. Don't go anywhere.
Thank you, Patterson Seed and St. Ansgar, for your generous contributions to Saints TV. For more information on how Patterson Seed can help you get higher yields, contact Mike Patterson at mike@pattersonseed.com.
The Mitchell County Substance Abuse Coalition creates awareness of the impact of substance abuse and encourages change through collaborative prevention efforts. MCSAC meets on the 4th Tuesday of each month at 4 p.m. at the Mitchell County Courthouse in Osage. We are looking for new members to join the coalition to work together to build healthy communities within Mitchell County.
Mitchell County Public Health wants to remind you that measles is highly contagious but preventable. Make sure you and your loved ones are up to date on the MMR vaccine. Protect your community, vaccinate today. Together we can keep Mitchell County healthy and...
All right, we're back.
Number 7, left fielder, flew out to center in the first inning.
Cameron Castle.
One and one. Nice stop by Landon. Even though there's nobody on base, kept the ball in front of him. Did a good job. 2-1 the count. First batter of the inning, no outs.
Yeah, Landon just a freshman. Seems like he's getting better every game.
Defenders get the leadoff runner on with a walk.
Now batting number 34, Jack Kirk.
Number 34, Jack Kirk up to bat. 339 average, 554 on base percentage.
Got on and to lead off the second inning. Bad hop at short for the Saints defense. Pounded that one in the ground at the plate. 0-1 the count. Little inside, 1-1. Got Mason Beelan on the mound, Landon Yanger catching, Colton Winnie at first for the Saints, Porter Sweesaw at second, Jay Sweesaw at short, Gus Walk at third, Riker Hoffman's out in left, Anthony Schnabel in center, and Joe Clevenger anchoring out in right. 2-1 the count.
For the defenders, Jack Kirk up to bat, and on base is Cameron Castle, a junior with 13 steals on 14 attempts. I'd like to add to that here. Mason Beeland has other ideas.
Yeah, he didn't let him steal.
Did not let him steal. Jack Kirk heading to first base. Castle heading to second.
Hit by pitch. It's 2 that Mason's hit this morning, or I guess we're afternoon. 20-1 on the clock.
Up to bat, number 29, Justin Severson, a junior with 7 singles and 6 doubles on the season. 15 total hits.
First baseman, and he was hit by a pitch his first at bat in the second. Got 1 strike. Strike 2.
67 miles per hour on that one.
There we go. 1 down. I like that. Landon was given a high target. Threw the fastball up in the eyes, and batter went after it.
We've seen a lot of those high fastballs for strikes lately, haven't we?
Yeah. Sacrifice on his last at bat here. Center fielder. Moved him around on a bunt. Sacrifice bunt.
That's Lewis Goner. 16 singles and a double on the season.
Curveball for a strike.
Swing and a miss on the 64 mile per hour curveball.
With this handy dandy thing you got, you could measure the velocity of your tee shots.
I might be sad by that. You probably could.
Yeah. On TV, they're hitting it 170, 180 miles an hour.
My goodness.
And some of them are making millions of dollars.
Hitting it a long ways?
Well, just winning golf tournaments. 0-2 count, fouled another one off over the roof here at Buck Stadium.
1 down, bottom of 3. Base runners on first and second for these defenders. Big throw to home. A little behind him.
Nice throw, right on target. About 1 step from not making it.
Yeah, this Marquette team doing a good job so far of hitting the ball where we're not. It brings the score to 3-0. Defenders over the Saints. Base runners still at first and second after the score. Schnabel does a nice job of getting that one in, but like you said, just one step behind him.
This batter grounded out to third in the second inning. 0 for 1 on the day. High foul ball. Riker made the catch. Well, I think what the call will be, everybody will get one base because he went out of the playing field with nice catch, though.
It was a really nice catch. So I think that's what they're doing is they're kind of directing everyone.
Dead ball, and everybody advances one.
Is he out?
Oh, yeah. We caught it and then went out of play.
Got it.
So
he didn't go out of play to catch it, caught it, and then went out of play. So that's an out, 2 outs on the board. Base runners advance. No one scores, right?
Nobody scored, one base, which they were probably going to get anyhow, tagging up.
Oh, yeah. So dead ball at that point?
Yep. Be same thing basically if the catcher was, by a dugout, caught it and fell in. And so real nice play by Riker out there in left. He went a long ways for that one.
He sure did. He sure did.
How far is he from the foul line? 60, 70 feet now. It's another 15 or 20 to where he fell out of the ballpark. 1-1 the count, 2 down. Pitcher's up to bat. He did have a single on his first plate appearance. I think he hit her between short and third.
Cal Boniface Jr. up to bat.
Three and 1 the count, 2 down. Foul ball. Full count, 2 down.
Wow. Nobody home on that. So these defenders doing what these defenders have been doing, and that's just fine, and where we're not and putting the ball in that place. 2 runs scored on that. Obviously with 2 outs, everybody's running at the crack of that bat. So
courtesy runner for the pitcher. Number 9 hitter, and he had a single in his first at bat today. Strike 1.
Great pitch.
Foul ball.
Not by much.
No. And I wasn't sure the home plate ump. I couldn't hear him. And he didn't signal foul.
I didn't either.
Nice 2-strike pitch. Little inside, 1 and 2.
Brody Sullivan, a sophomore, up to bat. 1 hit, 1 single so far this year.
Ooh.
That was That base ump said no swing, but I sure felt like he did it. But
looked like a good pitch to begin with.
Yep.
2-2. 2-2, 2 down, runner on first. High one. I think Porter's under it at second for the third out. We've got 2 hits for the defenders and 3 runs.
The Bucks will wear special July 4th jerseys, which will be auctioned off.
And we will be back with the top 4
Taking a post-game fireworks
right after this.
presented by Christie Door Company. That's Friday, July 4th.
The Mitchell County Substance Abuse Coalition creates awareness of the impact of substance abuse and encourages change through collaborative prevention efforts. MCSAC meets on the 4th Tuesday of each month at 4 p.m. at the Mitchell County Courthouse in Osage. We are looking for new members to join the coalition to work together to build healthy communities within Mitchell County.
Mitchell County Public Health wants to remind you that measles is highly contagious but preventable. Make sure you and your loved ones are up to date on the MMR vaccine. Protect your community, vaccinate today. Together we can keep Mitchell County healthy and measles free. Contact Mitchell County Public Health to check your vaccination records, schedule an appointment to get vaccinated, or learn more about measles and MMR.
Did you know the EJ has an app? Available to download in your app store for free. We can't wait to hear how you like it. Search Enterprise Journal and look for our logo, you know the one, or scan the QR code below. It's so easy, even a child could do it.
The Canine Cabin. Up to bat number 16, Saints freshman Anthony Schnabel.
Top of the 4th. Anthony had a single his first time up.
Two ones count here against Schnabel. Saints down by 5 in this one, top of the 4th inning.
Hard line driver, ground ball to short, fielded, throws Anthony out. 6-3 on the put out.
Up to bat number 5, Saints senior Jace Sweesaw. Takes the first one for strike 1.
Two strikes, another curveball.
65 miles per hour on that off-speed curveball.
Foul tip into the catcher's mitt. 2 down.
Now batting number 6, Riker Hoffman.
Brings up number 6, left fielder Saints senior Riker Hoffman. 2 outs here at the top of 4. I'll say this, pitcher's throwing a lot of strikes.
Two and 1 the count. 2 down. Riker struck out his first plate appearance.
Inside pitch, 3-1 is the count for Hoffman. Cal Boniface started this one for the defenders.
Full count, 2 down.
Hoffman with an excellent on-base percentage. Finds his way on base in that one.
Jackson Room.
First walk of the day for the defender pitcher. 2 down, Jackson Vroom's up. He grounded out second his first plate appearance. High and away.
It's a good one to swing in. I don't see Coach Meyer out there. I see Coach Beeland out there on first base today. Coach Sweesaw in third. Coach Carson Sparrow assumes his role on the bucket.
Another foul back. We're 1-2. 2 down, runner on first.
Looks like we're not showing pitch count here. I was thinking they did in this stadium, but I suppose for what they normally use it for, pitch counts aren't important. Oh, there's a nice opportunity there on a mishandled ball. Gets Riker to second base. And Jackson Vroom to first on what you'll probably call an error, won't you?
Yeah, I sure would. The 2-hopper or so, but Landon Yinger up for us.
Now batting number 28, Landon Yinger.
I knew we were talking a little earlier about what a great job he's doing as catcher, and he's started very few of these varsity games, but man, oh man, every game he's a student of this game. He's a student of Coach Sweesaw, and he is getting better and better. Great to see him out there, very confident with the bat, just a freshman, very confident as a catcher. And then, of course, when Seth got hurt earlier on, he did a great job of filling in for Seth until he was healthy enough to return to the game. So great to see him playing today. Substitution for Riker, we're putting in Daniel Sutcliffe, also a senior.
You always need a pair and a spare. So we got 2 good catchers. I'm not sure who our third one would be, but
well, there's a couple of Sweesaws who are pretty adept at catching, although I think you'd rather see him in the infield. Zaid spent some time catching. Haven't seen him in the gear this year.
Two 2-0 the count.
A pair to spare.
A little high again. 3-0 the count. 2 outs, runners on first and second. Ball 4, a little wide. Porter grounded out to third in his first plate appearance. The defender's calling timeout. Going to have a quick chat with the pitcher.
While they do that, Coach Sweesaw checking in with his base runners. Bases loaded here, 2 outs. Saints so far held scoreless.
We got Kane Dietrich running at first. For Courtesy running for Landon. Right to him, it looks like. Out in center. 3 down, nice contact.
Yeah, like you mentioned earlier, we're playing, these guys are playing shallow enough that that ball decides to carry, it's going over their heads, but they're playing it really, really well so far in this one. So Saints leave the bases loaded, still held scoreless here in the 4th inning. And we're going to come back after this with the bottom of 4th. Saints down by 5 to these Marquette Catholic defenders. We'll be right back.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by St. Ansgar Chiropractic.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe. Before I knew Joe. Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe, buying crop insurance was hard. There's a better way to buy crop insurance. You got to get to know Joe.
The worst place to watch a game is under the bleachers, said a wise fellow named Seymour Butts. With local schools going cashless entry only, you don't want to end up on the outside looking in because you weren't able to buy a ticket. When you add an FSB debit card to your mobile wallet, you'll have an easy, secure way to buy your ticket online or at the gate. So take it from Seymour and stop by FSB today.
Thank you, American Soy Organics, for your generous contributions. Keep Saints TV free to watch. American Soy Organics products can be found at soybeads.com for better candle making. Soybeads.com. Mason Milan still on the mound for these Saints.
Bottom of the 4th, this leadoff hitter for the defenders. He's got his 2nd hit of the day. Nice single to left and a walk. So he's officially 2 for 2.
Looks like Mason's coming off the mound, and Porter perhaps. Gus. Gus walk.
Since 1983, Johnson Oil has been delivering more than fuel. We've been delivering a peace of mind. We know every customer has unique needs, and we're here to meet them with the level of care and attention you won't find anywhere else. We're proud to support the communities we serve. and to support lasting relationships built on trust, reliability, and service you can depend on. Johnson Oil, your trusted local provider committed to you in North Iowa.
Focus Insurance Team, safeguarding our neighbors in northern Iowa and southern Minnesota from risk.
Thank you, Focus Insurance Team on the mound here for the Saints as promised. Gus Walk, Saints senior. Previously playing third base.
Infield, just a big shift. Jace went from short to third, and Porter from second to short, and Colton from first to second, and Mason went from the mound to first base.
I see Jace playing up here in the third base position, maybe
Looking
potentially
for a
expecting
bunt. Second batter in the lineup for the defenders.
Chase Templeton, number 6 on his jersey. 13 hits, all for singles coming into today. Ooh, that's a great pitch. Goes down as ball 1. .60-mile-per-hour curveball.
Ooh.
Wow.
Looked pretty good.
That one surprises me.
Called her high.
77 miles per hour on that one. Pretty juicy. Seth Schatz behind the plate here for these Saints. It's hot out there, so giving the Yinger a little time off.
Number 7, left fielder, has flew out to center and walked. Scored 1 run.
It's Cameron Castle, junior. A bunch of singles this year, 23 of them.
Shortened up to bunt. Curveball was a little inside, so he took it for ball 1.
If you're just joining us, wondering how do we get to the score? Saints and defenders held scoreless in the first. Defenders score 2 in the second inning, 3 more in the third to bring the score to 5-0. Defenders over Saints. Bottom of 4, no outs here. 2 runners on base with a 1-0 count. Gus Walk on the mound for these Saints.
Check swing, didn't go. 2-0 the count, little outside.
Cameron Castle at the plate.
3-0.
Great pitch.
3-1. Full count. Probably hot for the old plate umpire down there
I
today,
bet it
too.
is. They make those with refrigeration now. Oh, that's a great pitch. 58-mile-per-hour curveball through the zone. Takes us to 1 out here in the bottom of 4.
Catcher's up. He's reached on an air and been hit by a pitch. He's scored twice today already. Been up twice, scored twice.
Jack Kirk.
One out, 1-1 to count. Runners on first and second. We're in the bottom of the 4th. One and two the count. Two strikeouts so far in the inning. That one's swinging. I think the ball hit the dirt, but less than 2 outs. First base occupied. Batter's automatically out. First baseman's up. He has scored a run. He got hit by a pitch in the second. Struck out in the third.
Severson.
Fly ball out to right field. Joe Clevenger on that one.
That'll finish us up here in the bottom of 4. Saints down by 5 to these Marquette defenders. Who's up next for the Saints when we come back, Kirby?
Mason
Beeland. Don't go anywhere.
Since 1983, Johnson Oil has been delivering more than fuel. We've been delivering a peace of mind. We know every customer has unique needs, and we're here to meet them with the level of care and attention you won't find anywhere else. We're proud to support the communities we serve and to support lasting relationships built on trust, reliability, and service you can depend on. Johnson Oil, your trusted local provider, committed to you in North Iowa.
Focus Insurance Team, safeguarding our neighbors in northern Iowa and southern Minnesota from risk.
Thank you, American Legion Post 358 of St. Ansgar, for your generous contributions to keep St. CV free to watch. Candle Genius here with a boy they call Mo. That's Kirby Moses, who just straight up, he just knows his stuff. So listen close. He's got answers up to bat. Who is this guy?
Mason Beeland got on in his first plate appearance as he took one in the rib cage.
Well, I'm sure he'd rather get there with a swing
Base
of a
hit.
bat.
Ground ball headed toward second. And they made the play. 4-3. We got one out in the 5th inning. Colton Winia grounded out short to first in his first plate appearance. 0-2. Ump says he caught it. Diving catch there and right.
Right fielder took a lesson from Colton's catch out in left field last night, which was an absolute dandy. But similar in how he hits the ground on that one, makes the catch. And we have 2 outs here at the top of 5. Up to bat. Top of the order, number 15, St. Senior Gus Walk.
Got a ball wide, 1-0. Two-0. Curveball a little high.
They make those that ump gear with refrigeration in it?
Well, not that I'm aware of. They may have by now, but
seems like the technology is getting pretty good on those things. I know you can spend some money on that gear. Oof.
I know they've got coats with wires and heat in them.
That's true. That's true. Why would that not be? I have no idea how air conditioning is different than. And just like that, we are to the bottom of 5. Saints held scoreless once again.
3 up, 3 down.
Thanks to all our Saints TV sponsors for participating to help keep this stream completely free to watch. A lot of great volunteers out there streaming, like the Double Joe show that happens on softball. Technical difficulties keep them from getting that one going today, but man, oh man, a lot of great people out there, parents, fans, willing to stream these games. So it's so important for those who are unable to be here. Thanks to everyone who's involved, and thanks to the sponsors who help us get the equipment bought, and 100% of this goes back to the school, by the way. So just helping the school get the assets needed to keep this thing rolling. If you feel so inclined to contribute, scan the little QR code in the lower right-hand corner. 100% of the proceeds go right to the athletic fund of St. Ansgar Schools. Oh,
base hit up the middle, and he is 2 for 2 on the day. 2 singles, and he had a sacrifice bunt in the second inning. Center fielder.
That was Lunas Goner, and up to bat now is Peyton Myers, sophomore.
Right fielder.
11 hits, 8 singles, 2 doubles, and a home run. The team, these guys have 7 homers this year already. I say already. It's getting toward the end of the season. Although I think last year we were halfway through, or last week we were halfway through the season. Nice pitch by Gus.
1 strike. Runner on second, nobody out. Bottom of 5th. 5-0 Defenders ahead of the Saints.
Wow.
Took the ump a little while on that one, but
good idea.
1-2 the count. This batter's 0 for 2 on the day. Ground out to third and a foul fly. One that Riker dove for and one out of play. Got 1 down on the strikeout. Next hitter is the pitcher, and he's 2 for 2 on the day with 3 RBIs.
Now batting number 28, Cal.
Got a couple singles. Did not come around and score, but has driven in 3. Well, there's a high one.
Boy, oh boy.
Foul ball.
Son had to have been eating up his eyeballs. That's tough one for Jason, the Saints on that one. But part of the game, right?
Sunglasses don't even help on those.
No. That's that pitch again.
1-2. 1 out. Runner on second. This is the number 8 hitter, but he's 2 for 2 on the day. Pitching for the Defenders. Fly ball to right to Joe Clevenger. 2 down.
Good job, Joe. Saints playing a little shallow themselves right now.
Yeah.
Number 8, Brody Sullivan.
Number 9 hitters got on first at bat with a single, and then he popped out to second baseman in the 3rd inning. Bottom of the 5th, 2 outs.
Sullivan, a sophomore, up to bat. A runner on second base.
It's the outside corner, 1-0. Two outs, runner on second. Curveball for a strike. Defenders are ahead of the Saints 5-0 on bottom of the 5th. 2 outs.
Typical varsity high school games are 7-inning games. This one is no exception. I do like the netting here in the stadium. Keeps spectators safe, obviously. We've been working on getting the camera through it here. I think it's been working out okay. Ooh, that's another one. And that strikeout is out number 3 here at the bottom of 5. We got 2 innings to go in this one. Top of 6 coming up after this. Don't go anywhere.
Focus Insurance Team, safeguarding our neighbors in northern Iowa and southern Minnesota from risk.
All right, Saints fans, time to get something rolling here. Up to bat number 16.
Deep in the hole.
Anthony Schnabel.
Nice play by the shortstop. Third baseman tried cutting it off, didn't make it. Anthony did get a hit in the first inning. He's got our only hit on the day.
Now batting number 5, Chase Suisa.
Chase Suisa looking to do something about that.
Foul down the line. Center fielder's not playing Jace to pull the ball. He's way over in right center.
And that one's out of here. Just joining us, same pitcher who's been pitching all day in this one, Kel Boniface Jr. has started more games than anyone else. Statistically, I should say, according to the stats that I have.
Two and two the count. One down. Top of the 6th inning. Defenders lead the Saints 5-0. Oh, tough hop there. He did not play that real well. Should have come in on the short hop.
Yeah,
tough hop, though.
That's a spot at third base. It is tough. That ball could be spin a lot of different ways, but I agree with you on that one. Don't take your chances on the next hop. Just go attack that thing. And
that's why it's called the hot corner.
It's hot.
Riker's up. Been on base once today with a walk. action in the Saints bullpen.
Hudson Sparrow warming up over there. Yeah, the upcoming game is we're looking at potential conference games maybe on Monday. We expected to be back here on Monday, but we may opt to play North Butler in a makeup game on that day. We'll see what happens with that. And then Tuesday we got a makeup game versus Nashville Plainfield. Wednesday versus the Newman Catholic Knights. And then Thursday we're scheduled to play Clarksville.
Foul ball down the line.
Ending the season busily.
Nice pitch. Good eye by Riker. Curveball a little outside.
.77 miles per hour on that outside corner pitch.
Now batting number 4, Jackson Vroom.
Not used to seeing Riker strike out. And speaking of not used to seeing strike out, Jackson Vroom.
Grounded out. Second to first and got on an error on the shortstop. I think I got. E6 in his last plate appearance. Saints have struck out 6 times today, and I think that might match our season high for strikeouts from the offensive standpoint.
Yeah, these guys have been pitching well.
Yeah. Works that outside corner good. Fouls are back. 1-1 on Jackson. Jace is on second. 2 down. Top 6. Fowler off down the first base line. 1-2.
Seth shots on deck for these Saints.
Right to the shortstop. Line drive right to him.
Yeah, it doesn't get a whole lot easier than that for the shortstop, does it? Just reaches up over his head, grabs that one for out number 3 here in the top 6. Saints still held scoreless, and we will be back.
It's Saints TV's goal to bring the game to those who are unable to cheer from the stands. Watching the stream is free. Creating it is not. please consider donating to our cause through our donation partner, Give Butter. 100% of your donation goes directly to the St. Ansgar school system, where it is used for the education of our students, the equipment used to create these streams, and the athletic department so that our students can keep competing in the sports that are near to their hearts. Thank you for supporting St. Ansgar, and thank you for giving butter.
This broadcast is made possible thanks to the generous contributions of the advertisers you see here, as well as the...
We're back, thanks to our sponsors.
Top of the order for the defenders. He's 2 for 2 on the day with a walk, so he's been on base all 3 times. Has not scored a run. Kept her fair, yanked her down the line.
Now batting number 6, Chase Templeton.
0 for 2 on the day with a walk.
So last hitter was Jackson Leach, a sophomore, and up to bat now. Number 6, Chase Templeton, a sophomore. "13 singles coming into today. 255 is his average. 488 on base percentage. Colton, when you playing second base, Mason Beeland at first. Shortstop, Porter Sweesaw. Third base, Jace Sweesaw. Behind the plate, Seth Schatz. Left field, Riker Hoffman. Center field, Anthony Schnabel. And right we have Joe Clevenger.
3-0 the count.
Pretty good pitch by Gus on that one. Templeton now with a 3-1 count.
Puts down the bunt, sacrifice.
Now batting number 7, Cam.
Not a bad play here for these defenders to advance base runner into scoring position.
Left fielder up, number 7. Flew out to center, walked and scored and struck out looking.
Cameron Castle, 23 singles, a double, and 3 triples on the season. Looks like we're bringing in Hudson Sparrow to pitch for Gus.
I think we're working on a pitch count there. My guess is that was probably about 40.
Well, 40 would be, what, 2 days, a day rest, I guess, in case you want to use them for Monday. More than 40 requires an additional day of rest, so you deduce if that was about 40, if that was, I'll say 40, and not more than 40. We may plan to keep Gus available for Monday. Take a moment here while Hudson Sparrow gets warmed up, and we'll be right back after this.
Thank you, Patterson Seed in St. Ansgar, for your generous contributions to Saints TV. For more information on how Patterson Seed can help you get higher yields, contact Mike Patterson at Mike at pattersonseed.com.
The Mitchell County Substance Abuse Coalition creates awareness of the impact of substance abuse and encourages change through collaborative prevention efforts. MCSAC meets on the fourth Tuesday of each month at 4 p.m. at the Mitchell County Courthouse in Osage. We are looking for new members to join the coalition to work together to build healthy communities within Mitchell County.
Mitchell County Public Health wants to remind you that measles is highly contagious but preventable. Make sure you and your loved ones are up to date on the MMR vaccine. Protect your community, vaccinate today. Together, we can keep Mitchell County healthy and measles-free. Contact Mitchell County Public Health to check your vaccination records, schedule an appointment to get vaccinated, or learn more about measles and MMR.
Did you know the EJ has an app? Available to download in your App Store for free. We can't wait to hear how you like it. Search Enterprise Journal and look for our logo, you know the one, or scan the QR code below. It's so easy, even a child could do it.
The Canine Cabin Kenneling and Pet Services proudly supports our Saints athletes. Thank you, Box K Beef and Freeman Welding, for your generous contributions to keep this stream free to watch.
All right, we're back. Base runner on third base. Pitching. Saints sophomore Hudson Sparrow with one out here in the bottom of 6. Saints down by 5.
1-0 the count. We got the left fielder up.
Good pitch.
Officially 0 for 2 at the plate. Did score when he walked, though, in the third inning.
That's Castle. Reminder, we're just talking about that. 23 singles, a double, and 3 triples on the season. So Castle pretty good at finding a way to get a bat on the ball.
A little wide, 2-1. Oh, the board says 2-2.
I show 2-2 on the screen as well. Did he have a pitch before we pulled Gus? Oh, that's pretty good pitch by Sparrow on that one. Umpire likes that.
2 down. Twice that guy's gone down looking.
That curveball that comes in off the inside of the plate, that umpire likes that for a strike. It brings up number 34, Jack Kirk, sophomore.
Catcher. Scored twice today. Scored on, well, he got on an air and a hit by pitch. Scored those 2 times. Third time up, he struck out. We got 2 down, bottom of 6. That wild pitch makes it 6-0.
Yeah, once that one gets past Seth, there's not a whole lot can be done. It's just rolling slowly away from one base runner, charging it.
It was a nice pitch.
Good pitch by Hudson.
Yeah, we got probably 40 feet here from home plate to the backstop. So foul ball off Seth's mask. 1-2, I think. 2 down.
One, two's count. 61 mile per hour. Off speed.
2-2. 2 down. There's strike 3 on the outside corner.
Great job, Hudson Sparrow.
Comes in, gets 2 strikeouts, both looking.
Pretty good start for the sophomore, and we'll be back here at the top of 7. 7-inning game. Saints need 6 to keep this one going. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by St. Ansgar Chiropractic.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe. Before I knew Joe. Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe, buying crop insurance was hard. There's a better way to buy crop insurance. You got to get to know Joe.
The worst place to watch a game is under the bleachers, said a wise fellow named Seymour Butts. With local schools going cashless entry only, you don't want to end up on the outside looking in because you weren't able to buy a ticket. When you add an FSB debit card to your mobile wallet, you'll have an easy, secure way to buy your ticket online or at the gate. So take it from Seymour and stop by FSB today.
Guess who's back?
Shooting number 9, Seth. Shots.
We are. Seth Shots up the bat.
Ooh, looked like a good one there. Must have been a little high. Saints haven't had too many base runners today. Defenders have only made 1 error. They made up on that one. 6 inches outside.
Cal Boniface still pitching for these defenders.
We have walked twice today and 1 hit batsman. So not a lot of base runners for the Saints. 2-1 to count.
.75 miles per hour. Seth looks a little defensive in that foul ball.
2-2. Hit by pitch, got a base runner. Hot day out there.
It is.
For the pitcher, I don't know what his pitch count is, but hadn't been too many.
Yeah, he's done a good job in this one. Obviously holding the Saints scoreless. Left some runners on base, but
been some flyouts and stuff when you only have to throw a couple pitches. Matt Clevenger going in to run for Seth. So officially Seth is out of the ball game, so if we tie this up or go ahead, Landon will come back in and catch. He's got his re-entry yet. One down the middle.
Yeah, so if you're watching from home, player is allowed to leave their position and re-enter once, correct? So
Porter grounded out to third, has flied out to center. 1-1, that one's wide.
of course, we saw with the 1-2 count, 1-2 against him. He's a freshman here.
Right back to the pitcher.
They're looking to turn a couple, and they do just that.
6-3 on the double play. 2 down, Mason. And we got Gavin Squire pinch hitting for Mason Beeland.
Nice play here by these defenders to get the double play on that one.
Kind of a routine play, but you still got to make it.
Yep.
And they did a fine job of it.
.74 mile per hour, strike one. .79 on that one.
Ground ball towards the second baseman. Fields it.
And that's going to be shake-up time, Coach. So that Saints go down in this one 0-6 versus these Marquette Catholic defenders.
Who are now 19-4. Good ball club. Made good defensive plays. Moved the ball around when they were batting.
Yeah, really good team, quality team.
They had 8 hits by my count.
We like to play good teams. It just makes us better, so we'll take that one. That puts us in the losers column here. So we're going to skip the next game. As I understand this tournament goes, and I'm going to expect that it's going to go the same way as it always does. Oh, you have it here. Okay. Thank you. Look at this. Kirby came prepared. So next game, beginning at 2 p.m. Probably not. First pitch, game 2, Grandview Christian versus Central Lee. And then at 4 p.m., first pitch, loser of this game. So St. Ansgar will play the loser of the following game. So these Saints will be back at 4 p.m. or probably a little later than that.
Approximately 4.
We're scheduled.
4 to 4:15.
So we're going to end this stream. I'm going to take this computer, set up the next one, and then we'll be back here at the home of the Bucks at about 4 o'clock with Saints game number 2 in this one. Thanks for joining us. Saints 0, Marquette Catholic Defenders 6. And we will see you again at roughly 4 p.m. Thanks for joining us.